wasn't going to come on, but Surviving Together has I went to her channel and she has a migraine. So if she had been on, I would not have come on till later. And I figured out, well, I've got everything hooked up and everything's live and all that good stuff. I'm just going to come on and chit chat with my crew. Now you can see I'm not wearing my necklace and my light is purple. If I'm doing the lifeboat, my necklace, my anchor necklace will be on and my light will be this, because that is, we're going to do that in honor of Captain Calhoun's love for fire dancing. And so that's the lifeboat color. And if I'm on my channel, it's this one. So I figured out if Surviving Together can't come on, I'm just going to hop on. Because I am reeling. Oh my goodness, that was so awesome. Y'all, that we still have to figure out how Calhoun does not have to be on the computer and be on the computer and have to be facilitating, because then he has to be sitting in there 24/7, and that's not okay. I know he doesn't want to turn over StreamYard to all of us, rightfully so, because it could really mess up things in a real bad way. But we have to figure out how, because I was not able to put any comments up from the lifeboat. He had to do that. I could leave the studio, but then he had to... Hi, Rhonda. Oh, thank you. Boy, was I... Whew. He had to... I could leave the studio, but he had to end the stream. So all of those things have to be worked out. But better that I was so honored to be the first. I think not that anybody in the lifeboat crew that are ripples would have not been willing to do it, but somebody had to jump in. And I had late this earlier. I was like, if I could just get one ripple on, I was like, I'll do it. I'll be the one. So, and again, Surviving Together, I just went on her channel because I was going to hop on and support that, and she has a migraine. So anyway, I can't go on. I'll go on because after this, I'm going to go relax for the rest of the day. But boy, are my cheeks sore. I'm going to be reeling. I am just, oh, what a tickle. That was such an honor. And everybody liked my floppy trophy. I don't know if I can get rid of this thing now. I don't know what I'm going to do, but everybody liked floppy. I was like, oh my goodness. I thought everybody liked the floppy trophy. So now I don't know if I can get rid of it. Oh, everybody liked it. I think it's a pitiful, pitiful trophy. Everybody seemed to like floppy. And it sits on my thing and it's just... Oh boy. Anyway. I'm just... Listen, it comes down to this. It's an honor. It's an absolute honor to go on there and give back to a channel that has given me so much. It comes down. And that's what I said to Spanx, because I got to talk to him prior to going on. And I said, listen, I said two things to him. I said, this channel is, I have such high respect for it. I don't want to do anything to no way, shape, or form. This is a great honor for me. And he just kept saying thank you. He is the chillest guy. Just nothing ruffles his feathers. He's awesome. And so I was like, Spanx, you can't do this by yourself. You can't do this alone. You've got to have help. And I even said to him too, I said, if it's a great concept to come in twice a day, but if for some reason way down the road you need a night off and Tommy can't do it, at least maybe one of your ripples can come in and help. This is how we have each other's backs. We have each other's backs for a reason. Now, I didn't really go into too much detail, but when we interned my dad, and I didn't want to get too involved in that on that channel, but when we interned my dad, we went and stayed at, we turned him, and it was up in Dayton, and then we went to like a park that had like cabins around the area, and we stayed there for 2 nights. The most horrible beds I've ever slept in my life. I was so sore, I think because of all the stress and because of the beds and because of everything. I just remember being so sore, and I thought, and this is the middle of the night. Now, Christina was in one bed, my mother was in another, we were in one, and my son-in-law, at the time he wasn't, but he was fiance, he came to support during the internment. And he was in the other room, and I thought, I'm going to fall out of this bed. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to fall out of the bed. It was like sleeping on a freaking rock. Yep, it's so, I hate crocheting around. I threw that thing a couple times, and I modified it, and I still am not crazy about it, but everybody loves it. But anyway, so the thing was that I literally thought, I do not know how I'm going to get out of this bed. The pain was so bad, probably neared about the pain I had with my back, but it was all over. I'm going to get out of this bed. I'm going to fall flat on my face. There's just no way. And I don't know how I got up and got to the bathroom and came back. I don't know how I survived. I was so sore. The beds were like rocks. I don't know why when you go to a hotel, they can't give you a bed that's somewhat comfortable and not hard as a freaking rock. Lord have mercy. I've got to invent something so it can puff up and you can put it on the bed, because I can't stand hard beds. I hate hard beds. So anyway, so we went to the gift shop, and I don't know if you can see these. I don't know if I can get the camera to see them. I'll take them out so you can see them. Anyway, I love purple, as you can tell, right? And I don't know if you can see them. You see them? They're like flowers. So make it so my face is not shown. They're like a purple flower inside. I'm trying to focus my camera. There you go. It's like a purple little flower inside. And I loved them. And I have been looking. I put my jewelry up, and I've been looking for these earrings every day. Not every day, but I've been looking for them, and I lost one, and I thought, well, it must have gone underneath my cabinet. And I'll find it when we move, and if I don't find it, I've lost it. And I'll just keep one in memory of my dad, because I got them in the gift shop, and my mom bought them and said, Mary, here's, she saw I liked them, and she bought me the earrings, and she said, this way you'll have something to remember, your dad with, and this weekend. Well, that cabinet that you can see, I got a little Elvis. I have been on StreamYard, my camera extends out past what I do when I'm on OBS. And so when I'm on OBS, you don't see any of that behind me. It was a mess. And I thought, I am going to clean it up. We're going to start this thing fresh and new and nice. So I decided to clean it up and get the stuff off and so forth. And my Cricut machine's back there. And I moved my Cricut machine. Underneath the Cricut machine was the other earring. And I said, thanks, Dad. And I was like, oh my goodness, of all the times I have moved that dang-gone it Cricut machine to find it when I was going to do my first live on the lifeboat. I told Spanx, I was crying. I thought, Dad, thanks. I'm your daughter, and I'm proud of it. And you certainly, boy, talking was a strong suit of his, and his daughter does exactly the same thing. And I thought, of all the days to find that other earring was today. High hope between the dreams. It was today. And I thought, oh my God, I was just in tears. I thought, oh my goodness. I told my mom, I said, you wouldn't believe it. I've been looking for it. I've lifted up the Cricut machine. I've done this, and I haven't been able to find the earring. And I found it today. And I remember telling you all I had found a shirt at Walmart. a couple days ago with, it's called Blessed Girl. I gotta see it. See it? Blessed Girl. And they have different colors. And they have one that had, got it for my daughter with dogs on it. It said Blessed Girl. And in the back it says talking about rescuing and how the Lord rescues us too as well. And then the other one was I got from my mother-in-law. Yep, he sent me a little message. Absolutely, my mother-in-law, because she likes swans, so I got one for my mother-in-law. But I loved this color, and I loved the Blessed Girl, so I thought I have to wear this one today. So this is a shirt that I thought I did, and then on the back, I'll get up so you can see if you can see it on the back. I don't know if I can make it so everybody can see it. I have to think about how my cameras. I don't think I can see it. I'll have to show everybody. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? No. I can't make it. Well, there you can kind of see it. I don't know because I can't turn my back enough. But anyway. But that's the back of it. That's the back. They're really cool shirts at Walmart, but I had to special order mine because mine was a little bigger size. And they didn't have the size. They had everybody else's size but me. So anyway, I thought I have to wear this Blessed Girl shirt today. Isn't that fitting? Blessed to crochet, Blessed Girl. I'm going to do a shirt for myself that says, I am blessed to be a ripple of the lifeboat. And my Blessed to crochet is going to be on the back. And along with maybe, of the lifeboat, put it there. And a blessed ripple of the lifeboat. So I'm going to make me a shirt that says that. I'm going to get some merch going in my store, y'all. I'm over 400. This day is just rocking. My back's better. I'm having a really good pain day so far. It's not too heavy. It's not like Tuesday. I found Hope Between the Dreams says, I found the earrings that my mom gave me. I had lost together in super obvious place. Gotta go, be back. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome to the Lighthouse Beacons. It's what I call my crew. Hi, Crochet Queen. How are you? She has an awesome channel too, and I will come on her channel one day. But boy, was that just a little message from my dad. Now, see, I'm not wearing my anchor. And I don't have my light changed. So those are the two signals that I'm not simulcasting on the lifeboat to my crew. But I am flying high. And I think Tommy was in there, Relate a Boat. I think Tommy was in there. So I'm just like, flying today. Y'all, I'm telling you what. And here's the thing. It has nothing to do with the subs. And this is what I said to Spanx. Nothing to do with the subs. It has nothing to do with the likes. It has nothing to do with any of that. The Lifeboat channel has been life-changing. And the people in it, I care very deeply for. And I am just happy to give back. And I'm honored that they're allowing me to do it. I was honored today that I was the first one to raise my hand and say, I'll do it. And he said, we're like, there's going to be kinks. And I said, we just have to do it. There's going to be kinks. There's going to be things we're going to have to work out. There's going to be things we're going to figure out. But you just got to get it. You got to start it. You got to get it going. It was like that story about me crocheting earrings. Crocheting or piercing ears when the little kids were there, and I used to say okay to my girls, 1, 2, we're not waiting to 3, we're just do 1, 2, and then 3, here you go, they're in, they're done, we're not waiting to 3. Kind of like that. We just got to do it, and we're going to figure out the kinks. That's why I kind of said to everybody, this boat's growing, we're getting a new paint job, we got a new engine, we're getting the rooms all fancy, decorated and stuff, we're expanding the boat. And we're going to make it better. But everybody's got to give everybody grace. Everybody's got to understand. And so the only thing I wasn't able to do is do comments. And then that really defeats the purpose. Because then he's on there having to put comments up. So we'll have to figure that out. We don't quite know how to do that yet. I think I may have to send him an invite. I think that's the way it's going to have to work. I don't know. We'll have to just try it. Hi, Heart of Orion. We're just going to have to try it. And I think I'm going to have to set up an account sending him an invite. I think that's the way we're going to have to do it. But we didn't want to try to do that today because he had already set up the stream. But I think that's the way it's going to have to be. He is going to have to send an invite, join in, and just kind of be on the backstage. And then I control it from my end. I think that's what it's going to have to happen. I think. But we'll figure it out. Mr. Cliff. So anyway, I think that's what we're going to have to do, but I'm not sure. But again, it's kinks. We're going to work it out. We're going to get through it. But the first rip will happen. And it was me, and I was so nervous. And again, if Surviving Together had come on, I wouldn't be on. But she has a migraine, so I figure out, well, I got everything up and running. Might as well come on and decompress after that. Woo! What? Oh boy, that was awesome. That was awesome. I'm going to have to come on the 18th and party with the lifeboat crew. That's for sure when it's my birthday. But man, that was awesome. I just have got to figure out how to, if everybody wants me to keep this trophy, I just need to figure out how to stand it up or do, I don't know. It's just, you know what it reminds me? One of those little bobble things you see floating in the wind. And I don't want to laugh at anybody's sobriety. I want it to be something special. And not feeling like it's something. Listen, y'all. This shows where my expertise does not lie. It does not lie in this. Hold on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to need to take something a little bit. Hi, Samantha. I'm going to have to take something a little bit here because my pain level is I'm starting to tell it's going up a little bit. Endorphins are going to run off here pretty soon. Anyway, this will show you my expertise, which is a heck of a lot better. I should probably just forget putting those in right now. I can stand up because I'm not going to be able to show it to you. This is a blanket I did for my cousin who's had a baby. So this certainly shows you a lot more of Mary's skill set. Oops, that's upside down. I'm going to get it all tangled in my stuff here. That certainly shows you my skill set. Is the blanket. It's an alphabet one. So it starts off, I did add this. I adjusted the pattern. If you can't see, she's having a baby. So it's a mother and daughter. So you can see the two hearts there, the baubles with the two hearts together. Okay, she's full baby. But that's my skill set, is doing blankets. I think that's definitely where I certainly lie in. I have to pay attention because the camera gets all wonky wonky. But that's my skill set, is doing blankets. There we go. It's the whole alphabet. That's where Mary thrives, is blankets. Not doing things on the round. Hold on a second. So anyway. That pattern, Samantha, you can find on ST. It's under let me go get the link and I can put it in. Hold on a second. The only thing I do really well in the round is I do soap caddies, and I changed it to soap caddies because of the lifeboat. And that's about the only thing that I do well in the round. I can do that pretty easily. It's... See if I can share her shop. This is her on ST. Hi, Kristen Melinda. That's her shop. Samantha. She's on ST. She's got great patterns. Great. I love them. I'm working on one for Tommy, and the lifeboat. I've got to add Admiral's symbol to somewhere on the blanket now, and got done with that one. But I love her patterns. I love them. They're so easy to do. And that's the first ABC I did. But I've got to tie in all the ends. I hate tying in ends. I hate it. But it's done. I have to lay it out and make sure. You don't necessarily with that have to put a border on it. However, I do like putting a border on it. So I need to lay it flat and make sure that the border I've done is not made it too uneven, but I will do that later. But that's done, and I'm in the process of working on a project, big project that I have to finish, along with doing blankets, and that's my strong suit is blankets. It's not doing this. I wanted to chuck that trophy about 3,000 times while I was making it. I was just like, that's not me. But I do soap caddies. That I can do very well. That one, I perfected that one. I don't even need to have a written pattern. I can do it in my head. I think I've got like 60 gone, or 60 worked so far. You're welcome, Rhonda. She does, I love all her patterns. I've done the lighthouse one that I modified to reflect the my husband's and I's the St. Augustine Lighthouse. I've done the paw print one, the dog bones, and the paw print one. I did that one. I've done the ABC now. I've done the Amazing Grace one for our church. I love them. I have a lot of her patterns. It looks like I'm probably going to have to... Somebody I know is getting married, so I'm probably going to... She has a Mr. and Mrs. pattern, so I'm probably going to have to do a pattern for that one. Everybody's going to make me keep that trophy. I just have to figure out not how to make it floppy. Everybody's going to want me to keep it. I'm going to have to figure out. They're not going to want me to get rid of this little trophy. It's just so pitiful. It's not up to... You know what it is, too? Part of the problem is us, when we look at something, our perfection skills come in. And I'm a perfectionist with my crochet. As long as, I'm a perfectionist. But, man... Oh, goodness. I'm from Ohio. I lived in Florida for majority of my life, and I'm glad not to be. Hi, Match Milligan legal. I don't mean to screw that up at all. Yes, you have to suck at something before you get better. Absolutely. But like I showed off, like this, I have this against the wall because we live in an apartment, and it's much prettier to look at this. But I have this. I can do this beautifully. Crocheting in the round is not something I can do at all very well. But I live in Ohio. I lived in Florida for years. I have no desire to go back to Florida. Like if I went on the cruise, I'd have to find a way to get to the airport, grit my teeth. It's Eastern time. Grit my teeth to get to the cruise as I was dealing with the traffic. I have been in Miami traffic. I have been in Florida traffic. No way. Done, had it over with. Cincinnati traffic is 10 times less than what Florida traffic is. It's horrendous. I-95 and 595, no thank you. I will be glad to take the back roads. And unfortunately in Florida, there's not a lot of back roads that aren't congested. And then, of course, when the snowbirds come down, oh my Lord, you just want to stay in your house. See, people don't realize in this winter in Ohio, people pretty much stay indoors. They go out. They can go out if the weather's nice. They go inside. Pipe cleaners. Well, I'll do a vote. If people want me to keep the trophy, I will. I won't change it. I'll keep it. If it's a source of laughter for people, that's great. I know I look at it every time and I kind of just chuckle, just because I think it's funny. Yeah, we're the same time zone, Samantha. And so, what was I going to say? Oh, and so in the winter in Ohio, we pretty much stay inside. Now we do go out. The fall is beautiful. But then in the summer in Ohio, in the spring, everybody kind of stays inside. Everybody kind of, stays inside because it's too hot. So it's like in Florida, you kind of stay inside as well as in the summer because it's roasting. And I was never one that liked to go to the beach very often. A snowbird is in when it starts getting cold, wherever anybody is, they decide, oh, it's 1:43. Then we're 2 hours behind, or it's 3:43 there. When everybody decides that it's too cold where they are, they flock to Florida. And you automatically know when it happens because the traffic goes from and you can't get anywhere fast. Usually happens about November, and then about April, you see them exit out of Florida and they go back to their respective places, and then the traffic dies down again. But you can tell it very quickly and very easily. No, you don't hear Roomba. It's my computer. You do not hear Roomba. I am probably going to have to. I haven't been able to do it. My son-in-law would choke in 2 feet in my shop. I would have to say that I just forgot what I was going to say. I know I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, about the Roomba. My son-in-law. I'll get back on track in a minute. My son-in-law is very good with computers. So one of these days, when I can afford to do it, I'm going to say, here's the funds.
And you're going to be on there much longer?
Possibly. What's the matter?
She wants to talk to Christina. Wants to talk to you.
My daughter needs to talking to. She's just going through something. So let me get off here, y'all. I got mama duties to take care of for a minute. I just wanted to come on real quick. Thank you for all your support and love. But I'm going to ask him to build me a computer so that we can I can get it more up to date. So thank you all for your love and support. I will be back on. Not today, but I will be back on. Thank you so much. I just had a blast. I wanted to thank the lifeboat, and thank you all for being such a support. Y'all are awesome. Remember, stay connected. It is life-changing, and thanks for being such an amazing lighthouse. And keep being those lighthouse beacons for me. Love you all.